There's a big difference between wanting capital for trading and actually being ready for a profit challenge. In this video, we'll address that topic specifically. How do you know when you're ready for a profit challenge? When should you jump in? I'll give you my thoughts and my best tips on how to figure this out and get ready for your next profit challenge. Alright, so I just got in Hong Kong and I thought it would be good to do a video here with the view. It's a pretty cool room. I won't show you too much of that room for now because I just want to kind of get the idea here out there quick. I want to get it done. How do you know when you're ready for a profit challenge? Well, it comes down to a pretty simple idea. You're ready for a profit challenge whenever you feel ready and whenever your stats are good. That's simple, right? When you feel ready, when you want to do it, you can do it. But your stats need to be good to do it also. So you gotta have the proper track record, the proper history, the proper, we'll dive into this in just a moment, but the right statistics of your trading, the right metrics, to be able to go in the profit challenge. So again, I'll repeat it just one more time. You need to be ready for the challenge and you need to have the right statistics to pass the challenge. Rule number one is to never take a challenge when you absolutely need money or capital right now. You don't want to go and buy a FTMO challenge because you want to have capital now to trade with. You gotta have the right things beforehand, and that is the key. Most people who take profit challenges these days don't have the right things in place to do it because they want to have capital, they want to have money, they want to be able to get a good paycheck from trading. Therefore, they take that profit challenge, but they're not even ready for it. And that's why there's such a high failure rate of these profit challenges. Now, we're going to be aware of the fact that when you feel ready for a challenge is very subjective. Some people feel ready on day one. They're not even trading yet in live and they feel ready for a $1 million profit challenge. And that's because of the confidence curve. When we start trading, we have a high level of confidence. We think we can make it happen. We think we can be good. We think it's easy. So our confidence is very high when we begin trading. As we start to get more experience, our confidence decreases. And that's because we have losses, we have drawdowns, we see things are not as easy as we thought they would be, and so our confidence take a hit. If you think you're ready for a profit challenge, but you've not yet built the proper experience in trading, your confidence will be high. You want to do it right now, but you don't have the right experience and the right knowledge to pass it correctly. Now, in that confidence curve, it goes from the top, goes down, and once you start to build your skill again, once you start to be able to recover from drawdowns, once you start to see you can have a few losses but still be good. Once you start to see you can stick to one strategy, then your confidence starts to go back up slowly. Now, very slowly. Some people will take years to get that confidence back up. Some people will be very quick. It depends on each person. But you want to feel ready for the challenge, because if you don't feel ready, if you lack confidence, you will overtrade, you will make mistakes, you'll jump to other strategies, and you'll just make things a lot tougher on yourself. So we kind of covered here the you part of the equation, the when you feel ready for the challenge. The next step is, of course, having good stats and ideally a kind of recovery from drawdown. I spoke with a trader a few days ago who told me that if you're ready for his challenge, he had his first week of live trading. He made like 1.5%, 6 profitable trades, no losses, and that sounds all good, but that's just 1 week. How are you going to be able to repeat that? It's never going to be all just wins forever after. So I want to be able to see the ability of a trader to go from wins to drawdown, then to recovery from that drawdown. Because drawdowns always seem to occur in profit challenges. You make more mistakes, you're more stressed out, you have more anxiety, more pressure, so you make more mistakes. Then how do you get out of that? That's the question. Do you start to overtrade? Do you start to freak out? Or do you kind of stick to your plan and just execute the process? So you need those good stats, which means a profitable equity curve going up and up over time. Not straight, not like fully only wins, but not like going choppy either. You gotta be able to reach that profit target ideally in your backtest or in your live data. The same target you would try to reach in the profit challenge. And obviously if you've got great months, but then you lose 20% of your account in a few days after, that won't cut it. That's not good enough for a profit challenge. The last thing I consider to be a must when it comes to profit challenges is you gotta be able to stick to one thing. And a lot of traders are new to strategy. They kind of barely started trading that strategy. Then they go and take a profit challenge. If you have a tendency to strategy jump, you go from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, and so on, then you might not be ready for a profit challenge. You might want to kind of try to stick to one thing first, because I've seen this so often where people take a profit challenge, they don't see any trades for the first few days, then they go and pick a different strategy to trade, then they go and take that thing, then they go in this other time frame, all because they kind of felt the pressure of the profit to take trades and to make profits. If they were trying to stick to one thing, that stuff wouldn't happen. They would just stick to their strategy kind of keep trading the same way as they were trading before, and just kind of focus on that process and stick to that process. So ultimately, unless we sit down on a 1 hour call together, unless I really see where you are at in trading and what you've been doing, it's really based on your decision whether you want to go for a profit challenge now or wait. Most people will not listen to this. They will just go and take the challenge right away. And that's cool for them. It's a good way to learn, but it's also a good way to waste and throw your money out the window. You do what you want to do, but ideally you want to have good stats and be ready for that challenge. Feel comfortable to take a challenge. There's always going to be a bit of pressure. Always going to be like this outside your comfort zone a little bit, because you're actually going for big money, and you're going to be able to, and that should come at a bit of a stretch to your comfort zone. But you don't want to overdo it where you take it where you just have all the chances of losing and you just kind of gamble. These platforms shouldn't be treated like casinos. They should be treated like a proper business opportunity. And that's something that you just gamble to hopefully get the account. Something where you actually come prepared, do the work, get the right stats in order, then get the capital that you need to scale up your trading. If you have any questions, make sure you comment below. I want to hear your thoughts on this. If you have any questions on how to pass a platform challenge, I've done a whole playlist on this. There's a whole playlist here with more than 100 videos for sure on how to pass these platform challenges, how to get funded, how to scale up your own trading. So check out that playlist next. There's a lot of stuff into it. And I'll catch you back here in the next video pretty soon. Ciao.